The world ends not with a bang, but with a hesitation. House of Dynamite isn't your typical nuclear thriller. There's no explosion, no last-minute heroics, just silence, confusion, and one man's impossible choice. In today's video, we're breaking down House of Dynamite's haunting ending, its hidden clues, and what director Kathryn Bigelow really meant when she left us staring into the void. The story begins in motion. No introductions, no comfort. Major Daniel Gonzalez, played by Anthony Ramos, is the first to spot it. An unidentified ICBM on a direct path to the continental United States. The clock starts ticking, 18 minutes. That's how long the U.S. has before potential impact. Meanwhile, inside the Situation Room, Captain Olivia Walker, Rebecca Ferguson, faces her own impossible task. Verify, assess, and advise before the unthinkable happens. But what makes House of Dynamite different from every other Doomsday movie is its structure. The film repeats the same 18-minute window 3 times, each from a different point of view. The soldier, the strategist, and the president. It's not just a thriller, it's a study of perception. The same moment seen through 3 different lenses changes everything. The first pass is chaos. The technicians trying to verify the launch. The second pass is politics. Advisors, intelligence analysts, and protocol. And the third is the burden of command. Idris Elba's President Harper sits in a helicopter above Washington, being briefed mid-flight while the city below him begins evacuation. Option 1. Launch immediate retaliation toward the suspected source. A rogue Russian silo. Option 2. Wait for confirmation. But waiting means risking the loss of Chicago, and maybe more. Around him, voices clash. Military hawks demanding deterrence, diplomats begging for patience. But Harper knows the truth. He has incomplete data. He's about to decide the fate of millions. On a guess. The film never shows the missile hitting. Instead, it zooms in on Harper's face as he stares out the helicopter window. His reflection overlays the rising sun, symbolizing the thin line between hope and annihilation. He opens one folder. A pen hovers over the signature line. The camera cuts to black. No explosion, no salvation. Just absence. Bigelow denies us closure, forcing us to live in the same uncertainty her characters do. Because the real terror isn't the blast, it's the waiting. There's no literal house filled with dynamite. The title is a metaphor, one that carries 3 meanings. First, it's the Situation Room itself. A bunker built for safety that becomes the world's most dangerous space when one wrong choice can end civilization. Second, it's the planet Earth. Our shared house of dynamite, held together by fragile treaties and mutual fear. And third, it's the human mind, a chamber of panic and ego under pressure. Bigelow fills the frame with claustrophobic shots, low ceilings, flashing red lights, sweat on every forehead. The message? We're already living inside the bomb. House of Dynamite isn't predicting apocalypse. It's documenting our current condition. Every system, every government, every human being is one miscalculation away from destruction. Throughout the film, Bigelow hides quiet metaphors that point toward the ending's true meaning. The coffee mug that cracks in the opening scene, a symbol of fragile order. The repeated sound of ticking, not a bomb, but a clock, counting down our own indecision. And the subtle reflection of Chicago lights on Harper's helicopter window, forming a crosshair pattern right before the cut to black. Some fans believe the cut to black means the missile struck, and humanity was erased. Others think Harper chose restraint, preventing World War III but losing millions. But the third theory, and the most haunting one, says it doesn't matter what he chose. Because the act of choosing with imperfect data and panic in your veins is already a kind of destruction. The ending isn't about a missile, it's about the illusion of control. Harper represents every government that believes its systems are foolproof. Walker represents the bureaucracy, efficient, informed, but emotionally detached. Gonzalez represents us, the citizens, watching events unfold with no power to change them. When the screen cuts to black, it's not the world that explodes, it's our sense of safety. The title becomes prophecy. We're all inside this house of dynamite, pretending the walls are soundproof. And as long as nuclear weapons exist, that final cut to black never really ends. So, what do you think happened in those final seconds? Did Harper press the button or choose mercy? Comment your theory below. And if this breakdown made you rethink what safety really means, hit subscribe, because this channel dives deep into the psychology of cinema. Remember, right, the scariest stories are the ones still ticking beneath our feet.